In this story, the Fugitive Doctor faces off against Greek gods, the Daleks, and expectations of her own future self.
Tell me, am I a good man?
Doctor Who Circuit Breaker, the multimedia storytelling event focusing on Joe Martin's Fugitive Doctor, is off to a bang with the comic book Adversary of the Daleks. The second part of Circuit Breaker, but the first real story about it. Part 1 was on the Unit website, which is kind of like a database for Unit, the organization led by Kate Stewart in modern Doctor Who, as they are learning what the world-altering event that they are dealing with is, and then calling in the Fugitive Doctor to come and help. But this is the first real story that is told with the setup from part 1 on the Unit website. And I thought that this was an excellent start to the story. It works completely as its own one-shot, just the Fugitive Doctor fighting the Daleks for the very first time. She'd never heard of a Dalek before this story. She has to go back in time to ancient Greece to return a Dalek weapon that was misplaced in time and has very bad time energies coming off it that threaten the future. So she has to head into the past and return it from whence it came, which leads her to an alien race that is hiding out on Earth after the rest of their world was wiped out by the Daleks. Being revealed by the Doctor as she's investigating inadvertently leads the Daleks to come to Earth to finish wiping out this alien race. And the Fugitive Doctor is alright, yeah, I'm making a problem here, but we can talk it out. Everybody has something that they actually want. There's no reason to just go around indiscriminately killing. Again, she has not met the Daleks before. And she has to learn and cope with the fact that, the Daleks are just evil for evil's sake. And she has to reckon with that. Even though everyone is telling her that that's what's up, she doesn't believe it, as she is learning how to become the Doctor that we all eventually know and love. She is the earliest incarnation of the Doctor that we know about. She comes before the first Doctor, who was played by William Hartnell, which is why Unit even sought her out, because all of these objects being ripped out of their place in time could be altering the Doctor's very timeline. So getting the earliest incarnation has the least possible ways that these changes in the timeline can butterfly out. So it's up to the Fugitive Doctor to save her own future and this planet, both things that she you can tell that the good person is in there who wants to help and is helping, but also she is on the run from everything that she has ever known. And she is an intergalactic, across time fugitive from this highly specialized section of Time Lords. So, yeah, she doesn't really want to stop and deal with these world-changing events, timeline-altering nonsense.
You have got to be kidding me.
She has enough on her own to worry about, and yet she still does, but we also learn as she interacts with Osgood and Osgood's assistant, a new character for the Circuit Breaker series. Both of those characters hold the Doctor that we know and love in such high regard.
Inhaler!
That she is being compared to these future versions of herself in a way that's really starting to grate on her.
What are you doing in my reflection?
She's hearing about how great and how much of a hero that she will become, but these different versions of her from her own future while she's just worried about survival. This story really did a lot of legwork in putting me in her mindset and understanding who she is as a character, and perhaps seeing the beginning trail of her character arc for the Circuit Breaker story. Because while I enjoy the idea of these items being plucked from the past, specifically the Doctor's past, the Fugitive Doctor then needs to go and put these objects back and deal with these different adversaries from across time and space. But yeah, if she's being contacted to save her own future from people that care about the Doctor's future, then she is being compared to future versions of herself, and that's not fair for anybody to go through. So she is navigating that while also experiencing these adversaries like the Daleks for the very first time. So I thought this did a great job of setting up her journey throughout the Circuit Breaker arc and made me even more interested than I already was in it, because I knew Jo Martin, the actress who plays the Fugitive Doctor, is writing one of the books in the future. She's been heavily involved with the marketing for the Circuit Breaker stories. So she was invested, and now I understand why, because of the work being done on this character to develop it further.
You're gonna love this.
Overall, I really enjoyed this story. I thought that it was a great Fugitive Doctor tale, and I am excited to see where the rest of the Circuit Breaker storyline goes. Well, those are my thoughts so far, not going into any spoilers on anything, but let me know what you think down in the comments below. Let me know what kind of coverage for Circuit Breaker you want to see as it continues to come out for the next couple months. I'm excited to keep up with the stories as they come out, and I'm planning on making videos about them as they do. So if you want to see those when they come out, be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good week. Bye-bye!